Well, this one is a knocker. Step in on the dance and I just my dance. Everything's scattered. Right? Right?
Come cross.
Right now, man, active. Down with the game like a bandit. Me bring the flame like a matches. Test me no, without the slackness. Active style and pattern, that's how my there. Active, 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 active. One live life massive. Talking up and off a brandish. Control and hold the world hostage. When I start the bump up like mash pit. When we step out to the face, get active. side. Big splits, chillin' from the beach side. Run things where you feel like. Cake big, have a carve out the peace side. Freestyle now, millions for each line. Too cool, man, I need ice in my beverage. Test this bigger, please find the exit. Right now, man, active. Gone with the game like a bandit. We bring the flame like a mattress. Let's me know. But don't this slackness, active. Stand up and tell us I'm out there. Active. 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 One live like massive. Talking with one of the brandish. Control and hold the world hostage. Wanna start the bumper cloud mash pit. When we step out, those things get active. 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 Active.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth. Maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running
welcome everyone here tonight as we are live right here at Watkins Glen. This is the PGR Fight for ALS 50, brought to you on the Blackout Motorsports Racing Network by myself, Brandon Smith. Now, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a very interesting race, as this is the start of the round of 8. That's right, it's not an elimination round, but last week, I will tell you, 4 drivers did get eliminated from the playoffs. Their journey ends there to get themselves crowned a champion, and drivers that fell short of that: William Robbins, Harry Krantz, Doug Ward, and Dylan Moranti. Better luck next time, as they are no longer in the playoffs. And interesting deal on that end when we go and look at this playoff points right now. Let's take a look at that. You see Thomas Miggs and Taylor Toller fighting it out for that front spot, along with Michael James and Nick Biddy. Now Josh Larson, Cody Keller, Jesse Erdman, and Brandon Perry are facing some trouble from the top 4. And yeah, that's right, you see, for the first time in 8 years, Brandon Perry is in the final 8. Does he have what it takes to get into the top spot? It might happen. He is on a road course here tonight, along with Jesse Erdman. Could find success here along the way. Taylor Toller, another road guy, he's ready to throw down. But that is not to say there's not anybody out there that cannot run this track. I will tell you right now, there's a few drivers that you will see here tonight that could potentially stir trouble. Harry Krantz from the PGR Grand Prix League here. He is on point to get it into the play, to show him what he's got. To win a league race here would be amazing. Gabriel Garcia is here as well. He is just trying to get some more bonus points here. But guys, a guy that I'm looking to light it up is tea time. Taylor Toller in that number 17, along with Nick Biddy, as they come in from a speed shop. So they definitely know how the cars handle. This is going to be very interesting in the back end of things to see how this pans out. What I can tell you is a lot of these guys are anxious, anticipating how this is going to turn out. Now let's go and look at the timing tower, see how this is going. That's right, I got brand new timing towers. I actually kind of got the system down. But you see, Michael James is setting the pace, 1:11.2, doing a fantastic job of just staying in it. Another guy to make some noise here tonight would be driver of that number 16, the Wise Out Wash machine. That is Landon Bednar's. He does know how to race go-karts. Can he handle this next gen? We'll find out here tonight. And it looks like Emilio Romero has just made it to the race too. So a lot of guys here to fight. And that's right, let's talk about our sponsor here tonight. That's right, it is not a sponsored race. It's not really a sponsored race. It is in social support of fighting for ALS. That's right. Never stop fighting the ALS awareness. Everybody out there, support this cause. Find an ALS donation site. Throw some money their way. It doesn't matter which one. Find one. Commonly known as, I believe, Lou Gehrig's disease. There's a few people can clarify that for me. I'm pretty sure it's Lou Gehrig's is what it's commonly known as. But it is not fun to go through. Not fun to even see your family go through. So, show some support. Pass a donation to an ALS foundation out there in your community, wherever you may be. Go online, go to Google, whatever. Find one. Throw some money their way. They need it. And support a great cause. Looks like Cody Keller's here tonight, too. Another playoff driver sitting pretty with that number 2 machine. He's supposed to be the number 10, but he hasn't turned away from the number 2 yet. So I don't know if he's just confused. Jack Scoville is here as well. I think he might actually be the sponsor of tonight's race. But let's bring him on up here first and see how he's feeling about tonight. Jack.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, so tonight's race is a great race in Watkins Glen, as I know this is kind of a hometown track for you.
Yes, sir.
But it's also for a great cause, the ALS. And I know you're a huge supporter of this cause. Tell us about ALS.
Well, first off, it's a terrible disease, and my heart goes out to anybody who's dealing with it, as my father is. But basically, it's incurable, and everybody's fighting to try to find a cure. So, if any donations can be made to the ALS Association tonight, that'd be honestly a wonderful outcome of the race. Other than that, it's just it's something that affects a lot of people, and a lot of people that don't deserve that. So.
Exactly, and I think there's actually, if I'm right on this, a couple drivers on the grid that they have family members struggling with this disease. Is that correct?
I believe so. I don't want to name names just because it's not my place to do so. And of course, except for my own, my father. But yeah, it's nice to know that there's, misery loves company. So it's nice to know there's some people going through the same thing, and I just want them, anybody who's racing and anybody who's watching and anybody out there at all, to know that we're all trying, and I'm here for anybody who needs it.
Exactly. So remember to keep an eye out for Jack, everybody, as he's preparing. He got here a little late, so I'm going to let you go get some practice laps down there, Jack. Thank you for coming on up here to the booth. As always, man, it's great having you.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy the show.
Thank you. I expect to see fireworks now that he's here. He is very good at this track. He has been known to win here before. I have seen it live on the stream before of him actually getting a win. So it's very interesting to see what he can do here tonight. Just kind of making sure I not missing any chat here. I'm kind of monitoring from my phone on the chat, as my Streamlabs is actually messing up. But now let's bring up Jesse Erdman here. Let's bring up Jesse. Jesse, the old one-liner.
I ain't got nothing for you right now.
Oh, man. You're coming here to Watkins Glen. You and Jack definitely are two guys to watch from Prime Grid Racing team. What can we expect to see out of that number 45? I mean, you're sitting looking in the round of 8. You see your other teammate get into the round of 8. Got lucky, I should say. But what's going to be the plan out of you tonight? What works on a road course such as this?
Oh, I'm not sure. This is literally my first lap. So, you
can't park there, sir. You can't drive there, sir. Oh my goodness, you almost took that man out. You need to apologize.
That's all right.
I want to hear
That's
it. Apologize to him. Apologize to him. I'm not moving forward until you apologize to that man for screwing up his line.
Cody, I'll apologize to him in chat.
No, you apologize. Nope, we're live on stream. I'm waiting.
All right, I'm sorry, Cody. Jeez.
I just had to bust you down a little bit. But no, I'll let you get back to practice, man. It looks like you could use it. You're struggling right now. So good luck here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So Jesse Irvin just got here to the track. He's arriving to drive it. All right, give him a break here. For everybody in the chat, I hope you guys are having fun. If you're liking to see it, remember hit that sub button. Also, let's bring up Michael James. Michael.
Hey man, what's up?
Man, what a night for you. I mean, you're coming in here third place in points. Coming into Watkins Glen, how confident are you coming into this one tonight?
None at all.
None at all?
No, I got to start at the very back.
Well, maybe you should get penalties.
I mean, poor connection.
Yeah, whatever. I don't get those. In case nobody knows this, I actually direct line right from the deal. I don't really get poor connections.
I wish I knew how to fix mine. It helped me out a lot for these last couple races.
You know, if you go to a hardware store such as Menards or any of the local hardware stores, they might sell what's called a Cat 6 Ethernet cable. Hook that up to your box, run it to your PC, Xbox that stuff.
Gotcha. Might have to try that out.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I'll let you keep at it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. So Michael James is there. Now let's hear from Cody Keller. Cody.
Brandon Smith.
Did Jesse tell you what I made him do live here?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I just got to chat.
Oh man.
He'll be up before I even talk to my guys.
Well, I told him to apologize to you for cutting you off.
Oh no, he's good. It's just practice right now.
I know. I still made him apologize live on stream.
Oh jeez, I'll have to watch that back.
Yes, you're gonna. You're coming out here. You obviously got some track time here. How do you feel tonight?
I don't know. I like the track. Great track. Not a big fan of these cars on road course races, but should be a good time. Just got to keep it clean, hit the brake zones, and don't bend this thing in one of these lovely blue walls here at Watkins Glen.
They're not that lovely. I've been in them more times than you can even count. I've probably been in those blue walls more times than you.
I guarantee it. You know, we actually won the 6-hour Daytona here in GT3 earlier this year, so a lot of time at this track. Love it. Great track. But, yeah, we'll see how we can do in these Cup cars here around here tonight.
I see. You're too good to race with PGRX, huh? Well, you know what? This was some months ago. It's been a rough few months here. I haven't had as much time in the sim as I'd like to, but hopefully we can change that moving forward. All right, man. Well, good luck.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. That's Cody Keller, everybody. Now let's bring up Travis Burton. See how he's feeling tonight. Travis.
There.
Man, what a night. You got that Watkins Glen area out there. How do you feel?
Honestly, I feel great. It's one of my better road courses. And well, hopefully it's going to be like a catalyst to kind of remove some of all this bad luck I've been having recently of just consistently getting wrecked out. So hopefully I'm able to, just keep this 92 machine clean throughout the whole race and race up front with the guys and hopefully find a way to come out with a win.
Now, as it's been a struggle all season, and the better part of half the season for you, as a driver, how frustrated has it been for you, knowing that you do have some serious talent, but you haven't been able to really show it?
I mean, it's pretty frustrating. Most of it's just kind of, I put myself in these positions a lot of times where I want to be racing around the front guys. I end up either making a mistake and I end up racing around guys that I'm not comfortable racing around, which ends a lot of times into my night. And it's just where I just need to kind of lock in more and just try to start doing more of like good performances after good performances to where I can actually ride the wave of momentum and just kind of hope that I can continue just improving.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you here tonight. Hopefully your luck turns around here at Watkins.
Thank you.
Thank you. Travis Burton, very talented driver. Now let's hear from Harry Krantz, who got eliminated last week. So here's his thoughts. Harry.
Hey, what's up?
Obviously, you're doing really great tonight, pace-wise, but eliminated from the playoffs. What are your thoughts coming into this race here tonight? Is it going to be still put up your race like always and get down to business, or is it going to be, hey, I'm out, I'm just going to back off?
Oh, no, yeah, we're getting down to business tonight. There might be no championship on the table. There's still money on the table. So, I'm locked in. Yeah, giving it my all tonight.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully you have a good night here tonight, as we know that you're racing the Grand Prix side of things here at PGR, so hopefully you can bring that spirit to this track here tonight.
You know it, absolutely.
All right, good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. That was Harry Krantz. Now let's hear from Doug Ward, also eliminated by mere points last week. Doug,
Hey there.
not in the running for the championship, but you're still in the running for the money. How are you feeling here tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've gotten some good practice here in the past couple days. I think I've got some solid pace. I think I can keep consistent, and I think I'm in it for some good points tonight.
Yes, you definitely come from the F1 side of things, road racing at its finest.
Well,
A
I would say I was
car.
here first.
Definitely a faster car in F1. But here tonight, what's good? Is it just going to be race your race and see what happens? Or is it going to be more along the lines of I'm going to push the raggedy edge and get that thing around here?
Well, I mean, number one thing, I don't want to wreck. So I'm not going to try and push it too far. Because, you know, then you get like nothing, right? So I'm going to keep consistent. I'm going to try and run my race, make some passes here and there if I see a good opportunity, but I'm not going to push it too hard.
All right, man.
Because I think I have the pace to just get a nice finish without overdoing it.
All right, well, good luck here to you tonight, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wildberry, there it is. All right, that was Doug Ward. And now let's hear from Tea Time. Taylor Toller, the man in second place right now currently. Tea Time.
Hey, what's up?
You're coming in here, Cinderella season. What can I say? You're sitting in second place in points. What's going to be the name of the game coming near Watkins? Because road racing is your... Is this... You going to make this your house, or are you going to be just kind of... What do we do?
That's what some are saying. This is going to be Tea Time's playground. So, I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot that can go wrong here really, really quick. And there's a lot that can happen, you know, in the field. You know, this is not one of the easiest cars to get around an oval course, much less a road course with. So it's like a tank. It's like a floating tank. So, you know, this thing is, I don't know, what, 3,200, 3,500 pound stock car, you know, that you're trying to take across through the bus section like I just did, and you're trying to wait on it and wait through the carousel turn, and it just seems like it's an eternity in this car, man. But it's growing on me. It's fun. It's fun to be able to rip this thing around Watkins and you know, set some cool lap times and you know, race everybody else. I'm eager to get into the race. Partly half of me wants to go ahead and just get on with it, and the other half is just like, can practice last just a few more minutes longer than what it actually is. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty confident for tonight, but you know, we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. And can't park there, sir.
Nope, can't park it there.
You can't park there, though. You can't leave it parked there.
Right. I could have just thrown it in gear, just pulled it behind the barrier right there, and just, you know, got out and watched the race.
No, leave it right on the track. It's great.
Pulled an Oscar Piastri. Yeah, I just pulled an Oscar Piastri. Just pulled me up a lawn chair, and you know, hopefully somebody comes over and gives me a Gatorade and some a pack of nabs or something like that to eat on while I sit here and watch everybody else race.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you, and please don't do that. Good luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Thank you. So Taylor Toller is pulling up the lawn chair here. He's going to sit on the sidelines, I guess. Let's hear from Thomas Meeks, points leader right now. Thomas.
Hello.
Man, what a night. You know, you got that cool, crisp Watkins Glen air out here. How are you feeling about coming in here knowing that, you know, it's a road course? It's not the oval, but we haven't seen you struggle on a road course either. I mean, you're putting up the pace, and now you're going up against Taylor Toller from the Grand Prix side of PGR. What kind of feelings are you having tonight?
Mixed feelings. I love road courses, even though I feel like I struggle with them. I may not have like bad finishes, but I feel like I struggle. But I mean, I do have to serve a drive-through tonight. So I'm not really worried about, the first stage. Obviously, I'm going to miss out on stage points, but I think I can make it up throughout the rest of the race as long as I keep it clean on the track. But yeah, I ain't even ran a lap yet. I'm still loading into the session, so I really don't know what to expect tonight. But other than that, I guess I feel like I'm one of the ones that can adapt pretty quick to this car and the conditions and how it's driving. So I think I'm just going to have to go with the flow and figure it out as we race.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. I can't wait to see what you can do tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thomas Meeks is serving a penalty from last week. And now let's hear from Gabriel Garcia. We don't hear from him too often. Let's bring him on up. Gabriel.
What's going on?
And man, we got you in here tonight. It's Watkins Glen. How do you feel?
Not the best road course racer, but I'm gonna definitely try to be the cleanest. So that's how we're looking right now.
Now, when you're out there putting down the laps, does it feel? Are you pretty confident in it?
I mean, I'm confident. Honestly, Watkins Glen is probably one of my best road courses and the road courses that I've run. So, honestly, I'm just kind of focused on being consistent and being fast. So that's the goal, because at the end of the day, a lot of us are just mainly the oval guys. So as long as everybody else takes themselves out, then we shouldn't have a problem, right?
All right, man. Well, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. That's Gabriel Garcia and Gabriel Garcia. He's ready to rock and roll, kind of. He's been practicing a good minute or two. Now let's kind of just jaunt down into one of these unused chats here and bring up Dakota Collins. Dakota.
What's going on, baby man?
Man, you're here tonight. How do you feel?
Not very good. Not very good at all.
Do me a favor. How much minutes are left in practice?
Give me a second. There are 18 minutes.
Awesome. All right. So you're coming in here to Watkins Glen. We know you've been practicing a little bit. How are you feeling?
Oh, not very good at all. I'm not very good at road courses, no matter how much I practice.
Oh, gotcha. So you just gotta get your head down and dig in, right?
Yep. I'm just gonna follow the guy in front of me and see how it goes.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I'll let you get some more practice.
All right. I appreciate you.
Thank you. As Dakota Collins, and now let's bring up JR Schomber, a local driver from around here. JR.
Hey, what's up?
What is the good news? Number 13, it's a road course, Watkins Glen. How do you feel?
Not very good. I do not like these cars on road courses, but we're going to try to give it our best shot here.
I hear patience works.
Yeah, that's a good one. If only race car drivers had patience.
I have patience sometimes.
It's like you want to get back on the throttle as soon as possible, but then you don't, and then you do, and then you don't, and you're just like, before you know it, you're around.
Yeah, as we were talking about some of the drivers not so used to the road courses, do you feel like that could affect the outcome of the race for you, or could that help benefit you a little bit?
I guess it could go either way. I could get caught up in someone not knowing braking or accelerating too quickly out of a corner, so I could get caught up in that, or it could happen in front of me or behind me, so it's kind of luck of the draw, I think.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. So JR Schomber just getting ready here. We got moments away here as we were watching the timers here. My wife Jenna happens to be watching. Love her. Hopefully she's enjoying the stream so far. Also, all the fans out there, great to have you guys on board. And also to not to prayers go out to anybody struggling from that horrific disease known as ALS, or the Lou Gehrig's disease. If I'm right on that one, I'll just make sure. Jack.
Yeah,
I'm
sir.
fact-checking myself. Is ALS the one that's commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yes, it is.
Got it. Yes, I got it right. All right, thank you for that, Jack.
You're welcome.
So Jack, just clarifying that one as I never know what's gonna happen here. I wonder if I talk to Lando. Let's see from Lando. Lando,
what's up, big dog?
Did I talk to you already?
No, sir.
No, or yes?
No, sir.
Oh, I did not. Oh, good. So you're coming in here talking about how you race. You do race in real life go-karts once in a while. Does that translate over to here to where you're able to kind of navigate this track with one of these next gens?
No, I struggle. I struggle with this stuff because I do a whole lot better when I can feel it, and I don't have all that high-tech stuff to feel it very well, but we manage.
Yes, we've seen you have your success on the track nearly every race. When you do show up, you feel like that's going to be the case here tonight, I should say.
I think my thing for tonight is just trying to stay clean. Just put down laps, consistent, and just see what I can do.
All right.
Just to be consistent.
All right, man. Well, I wish you luck here tonight, and hopefully you can get it done.
Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you. And hopefully you beat your cousin.
That or I'll wreck him.
No, just hit the rear quarter panel. You'll be fine. It's legal if it's on accident. Just saying.
That's true. But, since Willie Robbins isn't here, so we're going to have to give a shout-out to him, wishing he was here. So hopefully he'll be watching the stream and cheering for us.
Yeah, you already gave Brandon Perry the gift.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember the 8th place?
That is true.
All right, man. Well, I'll get you down.
He made me go back and reset all the points.
All right. Well, I'll get you down to the guys. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. So Landon Bednar's making it in there. That's right. William Robbins, if you're watching, man, wish you were here. But I understand you got other stuff to do. For everybody out there, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. I brought out a new one this time. I don't even know who this person is. Her name is Angie Johnson, so please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What a national anthem out of that. That was Angie Johnson. What a voice. But now let's talk about tonight's race info as we get closer to showtime for these guys. That's right, qualifying set to begin in just over 10 minutes. But let's get down to it. Let's talk about this track here tonight. This is PGR's Cup Fight for ALS 50 here at Watkins Glen. 50 laps to determine a winner. This track length is 2.42 miles around, located in Watkins Glen, New York. Current track temperature is at 92 degrees, so it's a little bit hot, which could make it extra slippery for these guys. Banana peels are definitely welcome. And also, the weather is 69 degrees and cloudy with a little bit of wind out there, so that could affect the aerodynamics of the cars as they are navigating this circuit here tonight. So this was very, very interesting seeing how these drivers settle in tonight here in Watkins Glen. And everybody wondering, we do have a pickle report. She thanks everybody for the birthday wishes that she's acquired. So hopefully everybody caught the last broadcast as she turned 35 years old. And now let's hear from Brandon Perry, league owner of Prime Grid Racing. Brandon Perry.
What's up, Brandon Smith? What's going on, my
friend? Last night we brought the crown jewel of Prime Grid Racing right here to the network of Grand Prix Series action. Here tonight, road course action on the Cup Series. I don't think we've had back-to-back nights where it's been a road course here on the network.
Yeah, I don't think so, and because we're usually, this is usually running ovals, and before we were going live on Monday, but now for F1 we're going live on Tuesday because we've got you joining the grid as a great driver and a great addition to the league.
I don't know about great driver, but all right, thanks for the compliment.
I thought the stream was good. I watched it live last night, as did some of the other drivers, and I thought it was super entertaining to have the drivers there live in the chat. And it was good to be able to, sit back and, watch it live streamed on the big screens. So I enjoyed it. I'm sure other people will enjoy that going forward. But yeah, tonight we're here at Watkins Glen in the Cup Series for the PGR Cup Fight ALS 50. We're doing 50 laps here tonight at Watkins Glen, and we're hoping to raise some money to fight back against ALS. I know you had Jack Scoville up in here earlier, and he did a great job of, describing what some of the patients and families are going through. And, I've seen it firsthand myself as well. It's a terrible disease, like Jack said. Unfortunately, right now there is no cure, and there's only a few, I should say, procedures or medicines that even help slow it down. So they really need a lot more, money, as everything, money talks, a lot more money to be able to, hire some more scientists and lab space and, get a lot more research done to be able to find not only hopefully a cure one day, but definitely some more medicines, to be able to help people out that are suffering from this disease. Unfortunately, it's a deteriorating disease, so it just continues to deteriorate. So the main goal right now is to hopefully slow it down for patients. But hopefully, like I said, right now, we'd love to find a cure, just like we would for cancer. So, one of the things I definitely pride in myself in this league, and I love that we can do, is, be able to put on these races for great causes and great charities. And highlight some of these important fights and battles that people are in. So yeah, this is definitely one of those big ones, and I'm super proud and happy to be able to put on this race. And my heart goes out to anybody that's fighting the disease, and also their families and caregivers that are helping them out.
Absolutely, well said, Perry. And now it's time for me to throw you under a bus.
Let's do it. What do you got
all right,
for me?
so here. This week, a driver gifted you a spot in the final 8, as last week wasn't let's face it, was not the performance you were hoping for. But here tonight, we know you're on the Grand Prix side of things. We know you can wheel it. What's going to be the game plan here? What's going to be your ticket to get into a better spot to get into the final 4?
Yeah, definitely, unfortunately, was happy to make the playoffs, have made it every season, which is definitely a nice achievement in itself. But, yeah, would like to get to the, round of 8 and maybe even the final 4. So, but unfortunately, just had, a terrible run at Daytona, getting wrecked in pretty much everybody else's BS. And then, Kansas, the car was fast, but once again got caught up in some wrecks and had to, fight a damaged car down the stretch and didn't score enough points, so I was right on the bubble there. but William Robbins was advancing. But, you know, as we do with most people in this league, and we asked them, you know, if you're not going to be around for the races, to let us know, because we'll advance the next person that's, you know, closest in on points. And William Robbins is not here tonight, could not make this race. So he did the gracious thing and backed out and let the next driver get in, and that next driver happened to be me. So I will just try to do my best and take advantage of that and try to score as many points as I can, not only here tonight, but also next week, to see if I can get myself into that Final Four. But also do some justice for Willie Robbins for giving me the spot as well.
All right, man. Well, good luck here tonight, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Thank you for that, and I'll get you out of here. So Brandon Perry getting set to do battle here, and it looks like Paul Shaw showed up. Let's hear from Paul, see how he's feeling here tonight. We got a little bit of time yet. Paul! Oh, Paul? Oh, guess not. All right, so we're going to go down to the track here. We're going to just put it on some people, let you guys rock out a little bit, as we are less than 5 minutes away from showtime here at Watkins Glen. Don't go anywhere. And remember, hit that sub button, hit that like button as the fight is on. Not just in the track, but also for ALS here tonight, as these drivers are supporting a great cause. Remember to find the association, get linked up, pass that donation. It does go to a great cause. All right, I am back as we are mere moments away, less than a minute and a half away from qualifying. Now, a lot of these drivers could be struggling from a little bit of anxiety, you know. I can't even tell you how many times I've been in this situation. You know, I find myself racing other leagues. I find myself into the round of 8, and it seems like a shock at the time, most of the time. Well, then it's like, okay, maybe I can take this a little further. So you put up another great performance, another performance after that. You wind up in the spot where you're in the final four. The final four is where the real biggest deal is, because that night you don't get an elimination round. The points are set even, and the winner take all type race. But up until that, you are building as much points you need to get into the next round. My beautiful wife is in the booth once again, along with Pickles. She managed to make it around here. She's fighting her way. She's 53, everybody. 35. Ow! Okay, all right. I'm getting beat up in the booth. Violence report. I guess she's a spicy pickle these days. I just totally embarrassed her, everybody. Pickles is my sister-in-law. She's always, she's unique, so she's great most of the time. So here we go here tonight. Getting ready. Ben Madden all the way from Australia, arriving and driving. He's getting set for qualifying. Did he practice? Did he not practice? Who knows? I can't tell you what these guys did, but I can tell you a lot of them are ready to go to town here as we start qualifying. Practice is over. Let's head into the next round here. As there we go, we are getting set. Qualifying is live. You see the flag up. That's right, full green. Jenna just kind of pulled my hair for some reason. I don't know what she's planning, but I think she's out. Okay, I think she's up to out. Definitely up to no good. See Emilio Romero, Jack Scoville already taking on the track. There's Travis Burton, Doug Ward ready to throw down here. JR Chambers on the track also. So that seems a little bit long. Here we go. Let's knock it down a little bit. There we go. Kind of had to adjust everything, but we are set. These guys are on their out laps. Don't go anywhere. I am back. It looks like Jack has some trouble there, as it looks like he wound up in the wall. Do have a few others out there. As we're watching the timing charts right now, Ward and Schomburg definitely laid it down early as they got their laps in. Got a few others stepping out. Doug Ward is taking another lap. J.R. Schomburg, same thing. He's going to take another lap. Michael James looks like he is getting ready to get a lap in. There's Travis Burton and Landon Bednars, along with Harry Krantz is on track. Jack Scoville looks like Taylor Toller. No surprise, goes P1. As he rocks the house, and I believe he also is coming off of a win too. As it looks like, yeah, he's coming off of a win last night. If you watched the stream last night, he is coming off a win in the Grand Prix series. Michael James goes P2, Landon Bednar's P3, Doug Ward and J.R. Schomburg getting shuffled back. As they do have to watch the brake zones. And look at this, Travis Byrne jumps up into P4. Oh, there he goes. He's done with his car, I guess. Jesse Erdman goes P6, shuffling Landon Bednar's back. Jack Scoville, Cody Keller, Emilio Romero, Thomas Meeks, all out on track right now. There's Cody Keller as Keller comes across the line, it looks like. He goes P7. Jack Scoville into the wall again for Scoville. Don't know what's going on with Scoville, but it's a struggle right there for him in qualifying. Brandon Perry steps his car out. He's going to go on his out lap. What can Brandon Perry or Thomas Meeks do? You know, you got quite a few drivers that are like not to qualify here. I don't know if it's because they're not confident in the car or anything. Jesse Erdman goes P2. He's going to go for this. He's going to go for it against Toller. The top three locked out by are all playoff drivers right now. Brandon Perry's got to get it to rotate. Looks like his out lap is done. Now it's the real lap for him. Oh, not fun. Oh, nearly into the wall. I'm going to give him credit. He saved it. Thomas Meeks comes across the line. Goes up to P6, so Thomas Meeks gets it done. Doug Ward worked it back. Is still in P5 for Ward. So the guys that have been practicing, we're seeing that maybe practicing a little bit and everything and feeling pretty comfortable, are up in the top 5. Of course, Taylor Toller, look at that time, 1:10.882, the time to beat. Ward might try to push it down a little bit. It could bite him or it could get him really good. Got about less than 4 minutes remaining in about 3 minutes remaining in qualifying. Yeah, Chris, it's a pretty good one. I like it how it says freedom, so it's definitely one to keep an eye out for. You got fans of Wild Berry in here in the house in the chat. Matt Fleming, our race control, has made it here tonight, as I will not be bringing him up to the booth here tonight, as we got to keep the drivers focused on one thing. And that's playoff time here at Prime Grid. Still running out of time. They got like 2 minutes remaining of quali. And what driver's going to come out on top? You know what? It very well could be Taylor Toller. That time is fast, and he's ready to rock and roll. So it's hard to tell who's going to have it. Doug Ward, of course, Maybe just taking some extra laps out there. I think he's already done his qualifying laps. He's just out there putting down some more time here, as we are less than a minute 30 away from showtime here. So let's hear it, you know. What can we say, you know? We're in New York. God bless pizza. God bless Mountain Dew. God bless NASCAR. We're going to fight ALS to the bitter end. Gentlemen, it's showtime. Start your engines. As that's right, we are less than 1 minute away. I think I did an okay job. I hope you guys liked it. That was my best rendition I could think of. But one person that does it way better is Kevin James. So I think nobody has said that line any better than that man. So if you have family members fighting ALS, this one is for them. As this is for the start of the round of 8, not an elimination round, but it will set up for next week. And I will tell you, next week is gonna be amazing. Next week, these drivers travel to Dover to throw it down to see who is going to the championship round. On that note, the championship is in Viva Las Vegas, and in the words of some great people, what happens in Vegas shall stay in Vegas. Means I can do anything I want when I go there. But here we go. Let's bring up tonight's grid. Be Taylor Toller on pole, followed by the one-liner Jesse Erdman. Michael James is going to sit pretty in that number 9 with Harry Krantz in row 2. Row 3 is going to be Doug Ward in that 07 with Thomas Meeks in that 55. Travis Burton in the 92 is going to be lined up along that number 10 of Cody Keller. Landon Bednarz and Emilio Romero will be lined up 16 and 15. The number 13 driven by J.R. Schomburg and will be lined up right alongside that number 32 of Nick Biddy. So we scroll back deeper in this grid. Oh, fine. I didn't want to. Okay, I can't do that. There it is. There's the one I'm looking for. To scroll back deeper in the grid, it'll be Paul Shaw and Jack Scoville. Then we got the 21 of Brandon Perry and the number 11 of Dakota Collins, with Gabriel Garcia in the number 2 with the 33 of Ben Madden. The lineup, they're going to get set. The grid is ready to go. Let's get ready to rumble here at Watkins Glen, as this is part 1 of the eliminations to go to the championship round. Winner here gets locked in for the championship. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Fast cars off. We're set. The start of the PGR fight for ALS 50 is on, and away we go. Toller and Erdman, the team of turn one. Who's gonna win out here? Erdman is out in front of this one. Toller cuts it underneath. 4 wide near the back. Look at this. Cars are getting shuffled around. What are they gonna do? We are still green flag and flying here. Nobody went off track. Everybody stayed fairly clean. Toller's out front. He's got Erdman chasing him down. Doug Ward, along with Harry Cron, Travis Burton, Thomas Meeks, and Landon Bednars. Look, Cody Keller's in here as well. We're scrolling back here. A few drivers actually made it up, made it past a lot of stuff here. And now we're starting to see the shake-up here. Toller's out front, but he's got Erdman chasing him down. 12 laps to stage one. And Toller's already putting up a pace. What can I say? The kid's got talent. But look at this, Ben Madden. Oh my, you got to get that Toyota under control a little bit. Near the back, though, we do see Michael James. And Paul Shaw kind of near the back here. Nick Biddy and Thomas Meeks pit early. Trouble out of the 55 and a few drivers out there. 55, 32 and the 9 in the playoffs are in the pits. But look at this. Toller and Erdman started to establish a pace earlier. Doug Ward and Harry Cron's battling this one out. And this is where all the brake zones matter here. I do see something happen with Dakota Collins. Maybe I'll go back and look at it later on. It looks like a few drivers did check out, but the racing is too tight right now to even go back and look. But we do see Gabriel Garcia, Dakota Collins are in the pit early on. A few others, there's Ben Madden. Now, this is the interesting part here. They can still get their lap back. There is still a lucky dog. But you got to make it around. You can't just got to go in there. I'm still watching this battle up front as the top 5 are starting to split. They're saying, see ya, we're gone. As this could be what they've been looking for. JR Schomburg now in trouble. As Schomburg might have went around. Watching some of these battles here. I'm going to see how close we are on the racing here. Looks like we got some deal here. Let's go take a look and see what happened to, first off, Dakota Collins. Let's take a look at him. Oh my, it didn't even give me any type of anything going on here. So we'll just kind of hit the play button here. Looks like I just came in a little hot. Yeah, I wound up in the wall there. And here's JR Schomburg as watching him on turn 1 here. He goes, oh, he has some help. Jackson says, see ya. Oh my, as a few people wound up there. Don't know why the caution wasn't pulled. It should have been, I think. We got 9 laps remaining in the stage. So we're going to go to lap 12 with stage 1. Doug Ward and Harry Cron swapping some blows. Harry Cron's all over the rear of Doug Ward, but he's going to have to make the pass clean. By clean, I mean you can't hit him in the rear and then pass him. You got to try not to do that. And look at this, Travis Burton's joining the fight. These guys are fighting for ALS, all right. These guys are putting on a show. You guys are in the chat, man. I hope you guys are liking what you see. Remember, if you like this kind of stream, hit that like button, hit that sub button. It does not fight very often. As we are watching this one just kind of crank up, I mean, it's becoming a great show all the way around up the front. Doug Ward is trying to defend against Harry Cron. Harry Kranz does have a very strong, like, sector 2 and 3, but sector 1 is where Kranz is seeming to struggle at. Doug Ward, however, is successful in the first one. Oh, Kranz going really wide. It's very interesting, but Taylor Toller is out front, hoping he can still outrun Jesse Erdman. Erdman is right on him. Like, he'll close the gap in sector 1 a little bit, and then he kind of loses sector 2, I think. It looks like, as I'm looking at the sectors, I believe they're about even on sectors. Sector 3 is actually the one that Erdman kind of loses Toller on. So we're still watching the battle here. And now Kranz is having to defend against Burton, which is helping Cody Keller out. Keller's coming for it. Keller sees the battle. He knows what he's got here. You also see Jack Scoville, Landon Bednarz, and Ben Madden back. Oh, Ben Madden's kind of fallen off here. See a small little battle here, but look at the 15. That is 15 driven by Emilio Romero. He's back on track, but he is a lap down. So Dakota Collins, Michael James, Gabriel Garcia are all a lap down now after that first lap, as people have kind of had some trouble here. I'm sure a few of the incidents will be looked at further. And check this out. There's Gabriel Garcia letting the leaders go by. As would you believe, Jenna Lee has to wave the blue flag. Yes, my wife has to wave the blue flag. So every time she sees somebody that's going to get past, can I go re-show Harry's pass on Doug? Actually, yes, I can. Here we go. Here's the pass on Doug Ward. Here. Looks like, yeah, he's just got the inside line. And he broke a little bit later than Doug, about even, but there it is. Harry Kranz getting the pass done. But check this out, right after that, Travis Burton actually took advantage of Doug also. Took advantage of the mistake, and inside line, door to door out of the two. So that one's probably going to be reviewed later on. I feel Travis should probably give up a position here. So we're going to go back live as, oh my, something just happened with Michael James. Let's go to this one here real quick. Here's Michael James, as we're not sure what happened. We know something did happen to him. Oh my, Michael, oh my, oh that is, no, that's not supposed to happen. You cannot park there at the end of the night. Just trouble for Michael James early on here tonight. Just not his night. Taylor Toller, of course, 5 laps to go. He's leading the stage. Jesse Erdman, Harry Kranz, Travis Burton right behind that with Cody Keller into the top 5. Doug Ward is having trouble at the end of the stage. This is not what you want to see happen. And now I see something happen with Dakota Collins. Here, let's just go take a look here. This is something with Dakota Collins once again. Dakota Collins in the Hot Wheels machine. Been having a struggling season for him. It's not been his night. Straight, oh my, right up into the wall. That is not how you want that one to go. I think that it showed him twice. Yeah, it's just the same incident. So Dakota Collins not having a good time either. So road course drivers are having a trouble. Michael James, Dakota Collins, both in the pits right now for a second time here tonight. That is clearly not what you wanted to have happen going into the next event. Next race is you're going to have to really put up some numbers to succeed. So as the top 5 goes, this Toller, Erdman, Burton, Krantz and Keller. As we're seeing Burton actually work. Krantz tries the outside move, doesn't make it happen. Krantz all over the rear of Burton. Burton is defending. Obviously, he is able to make some defensive moves to defend. Krantz can't get the edge, and they go into the bus stop. They are holding a pretty good line through there, so they got to be basically game on the entire time. Of course, there's Doug Ward. He's got, looks like Jack Scoville right behind now, so Scoville might try to make a move on Doug Ward as he's competing for a lucky dog spot. I do believe, nope, Scoville is for position here. So Jack Scoville battling for that 6th place spot. We have seen Scoville win here before. So it's very interesting to see what's happening out of these guys. We are 3 laps to go here. Harry Krantz still trying to get around Burton. Burton in full defense mode for the stage. This is going to be big points for him if he can get a on the podium for stage. Some pretty good solid bonus points. Krantz is trying. Now what Krantz has got to remember is those brake zones. Jesse Urban is hungry to just have some success. And as we were talking earlier in the pre-race, that he could find it here tonight. Is he going to find it? I don't know. But he is trying to find some form of success this season. As I tell you what, he has been caught up in nearly every wreck in regular season. And for a talented driver, that is hard to go through. Especially knowing you have some pace, but you can't seem to deliver to the track. So it becomes a struggle at that point. Mentally, you get drained. But at the same time, what do? You know what? You put your head down and get on the track and you do it again. Seat time equals race time. Seat time equals pace. That is simply put. If you're not on the seat, you're not going to get the pace. There's no other way around it. Also, some of these drivers do utilize telemetry loggers. I know I utilize one personally. Through like BRS, there's other ones out there like Garage 61, but it's more on personal preference. And some of these drivers are utilizing that today. I believe even Race Labs might even have that, like a telemetry logger where you can see what it is that what your throttle position is, how you're braking, at what point you're braking, to maximize your pace. And maybe you can brake a little later to make that turn a little better. So it's designed to help drivers, and there it is. There's the caution here tonight. As interesting, we do see it come out. I believe this might have been a little bit too soon here. As Brandon Perry appears to might have had trouble. Then a yellow flag came out, so let's go take a look at this. So here's Brandon Perry. I don't know if this is what brought out the caution or if it was stage. Brandon Perry just he saved it, so it shouldn't have been a caution at all. So that was stage. As we're going to go into stage number 2 here tonight. And these drivers, after that one, what an amazing job by Taylor Toller. But also a great time for me to mention the sponsors of tonight's race. That's right. Let's just hear from our sponsors here. Join the fight for ALS. Go to ALS Association, pass a donation. That is a very good question there, Purple Polar Bear. Why is Christian not racing? I would love to see Inurella get in this machine and put down some laps. I think it would be great. But stay tuned, everybody, as we'll be live again very shortly.
Waiting
All right, as these drivers get set, it looks like it's going to be Toller and Urban, the two guys to watch here tonight. This is going to be very interesting as row 2 is Travis Burton, Cody Keller, and then Harry Kronz, Doug Ward for the front 3 rows. As we go back farther, though, Landon Bednarz, Thomas Biggs working their way back, along with Nick Biddy and Ben Matt, and Brandon Perry's working back into the top 10. But as you're watching this, you see Garcia is off a lap, Michael James down 2 laps, and Dakota Collins is still in the pit, so he might have just said, I can't do this one. But we do have some good highlights to be able to show people. But Taylor Toller seeking a championship and looking to seal his seat into the playoffs, into the final round here in a Cinderella season. Erdman, Toller, the screen flag flies, and we are racing here. And look, Bird is playing this one. Spark gets it on the inside. Can he get there? No, tabs. Oh, Bird in trouble. Bird in big trouble. Lots of cars off pace on that one. As I cannot go back and look at that one, for Burton kind of sowed his fate on that one. That one will have to fall into review at the end of the night. Erdman and Thomas Meeks is chasing it down now. Harry Kronz, Landon Bednarz up into the picture. Jack Scoville overshoots the turn. He's going to have to go through the bus stop. Oh my. There he goes. He lets everybody go through. Toller, Erdman, Meeks, Kronz. Kronz putting the pressure on Meeks. Can Meeks hold this one back as they're like behind? Biddy and Bednarz going to town. The action is starting to be extra spicy here at stage number 2. Biddy is not giving up an inch. He says, not today. No. Bednarz gives up the position, gets on the rear of Biddy. Biddy might not have an answer. Oh, he does have an answer. Gets right in there, blocks. Throws the block on Bednarz. Bednarz, no answer. But as these guys fight back here, is Meeks and Kronz. Kronz really wide. Says, okay, buddy, I'm just going to come after this one. I'm going to hunt you down. Biddy, Bednarz, throw the banana peel, Bednarz. Throw it. Throw that banana peel, buddy. You got it. Doug Ward trying to get back into the picture. J.R. Schauber staying on pace with Emilio Romero. Romero's trying to apply pressure to Schauber. Schauber has no answer. There's Brandon Perry. Perry's sitting back. He's watching this battle. He knows there's going to be a mistake out of the 2 drivers or something. Who knows? But he also knows that, you know what? You screw up with this, it's going to cost you big time. Thomas Biggs finally pulling away from Kronz, giving him some breathing room. But that is not going to help him much. We got about 12 laps to go left in this stage. This is going to bring us to lap 28 here. Less than 25 to go after the stage. Drivers are steadily working the field here. You know, you got Paul Shaw, Jack Scoville, Travis Burton after the incident is way in the back. Yeah, I told you that was going to cost you. Burton messing up. Yeah, Purple Polar Bear, this man, he's definitely wheeling and dealing out some punishment here tonight. He's coming off that race win at France in the GP Series. Coming in here, can he win back-to-back nights? Quite possibly. He has had such an amazing run here on the network with Taylor Toller. I mean, you look at his deal, he is an amazing driver. He's won at Indy, on the road, and at the Oval. He comes here to Watkins Glen. He's looking for the race win here. Can he get it? Maybe. It's not going to come easy. You got Erdman, Meeks, and Kronz all behind him, and all 3 of those guys are road drivers. Along with Bednarz. Bednarz understands road racing. Now Nick Biddy and Cody Keller They know road racing, but not nearly as much. Keller right on the rear of Biddy. Look at this. Keller's trying to put the brakes to him. He's got the number 2 on the car, but we all know he's number 10, I guess. And of course, there is Doug Ward trying to catch up to him. I mean, this is becoming an amazing event. Romero and Schomburg still battling this one out back here. This is the battle for 9th. As drivers are still putting up some pace here tonight, as they are wanting to do this one. But let's go to our race recap here, as we have 19 laps in here. There's only been one lead change, one leader, that is Taylor Toller. Can he lead definitively every single lap? Maybe. He might be able to. But these guys he's gotta be patient also. You can't just get complacent here on a road course, as that tends to give you a little bit of trouble in the long run. I'm still kind of curious to see what Cronson, like Bednarz and Biddy, are planning up their sleeve. I mean, Biddy's trying to get up into the top 5, but Bednarz is just remaining patient. What do? Do you go for an undercut maybe? I don't feel like you do. To be honest, I'd wait until the end of the stage, take another pit stop. Are you going to have to pit at stage number 3? Maybe. It all depends on how well you can do with fuel. The name of the game at that point is fuel. Can you make the fuel last? What do you do for a strategy? You know what? You can lift and coast. Just saying. Saying all that, it looks like something happened to JR Schomburg. Let's go take a look at this one. We're going to go back and take a look at a couple of the incidents. Looks like JR's got Emilio Romero right behind. Does the exit, locks up. Romero has to cut through there. Around goes Schomburg. And another deal happened with Schomburg. Oh, this is the same one, and I believe this might be the same one also. Oh, nope, this is totally different. Schomburg enters the turn, he gets that one done. Now it gives me a chance to go back here and see what happened with Travis Burton here on this restart here. As we're watching, Burton gets the inside line. He taps Burton. There we go. Lots of everything happening there with Burton. Should he have tried that? No. Unfortunately, he tapped Toller and he went around. Punishment dealt. He paid for it. Casey Robbins going for Thomas Meeks, who's currently running 3rd place, facing trouble from Kranz. Kranz is maybe going to have an opportunity here to make the pass on Meeks. He's got to set it up. Maybe try a switchback or something. But he's going to have to outbrake him maybe. By outbrake, I mean go for the late break. Or if you can't beat him on pace, beat him on strat. That can work. Taylor Toller, such an amazing run still. What can I say? It hasn't already been said. Battle here as Biddy has managed to catch up to Harry Kranz now. So Kranz is now trying to pass Thomas Meeks, defending against Biddy. Biddy tries to get, looks inside, doesn't quite get it. He looks inside again, can't get it on the exit, but he's gonna maybe try it on the final corner. If he can get a good exit, which usually is the trouble here. So Biddy loses a little bit of time on Kranz trying to get that pass stick, which could open the door for Cody Keller now. Of course, you do see here quite a few drivers here that have participated, especially in road racing events. None of them happen to be a Cup Series car event. base event. And Doug Ward, inside move, makes it stick on Landon Bednarz. Bednarz with a mistake, and it cost him. Went way too wide on that exit, had to back it down, and that just opened the door for Ward to make that pass stick. Really good passes here tonight. We do still see the battle. Biddy sees Krantz, and he knows he has an opportunity, but when do you take that opportunity? You got to set him up, I'm telling you. Gotcha. You got to root for the boys. Which boys are you talking about? You're going for Brandon Perry, right? I just got to ask, are you going for Brandon? Is anybody going for Brandon Perry out there? I mean, you did give up a spot there, William. Just saying. Taylor Toller and Jesse Urban still out front. But the bigger question is can Meeks, Krantz, and Biddy catch him? They got to get a little bit more pace. You know, you look at the lap times in comparison. Toller's at a 1:11.41. Erdman 1:12.23 on his last lap. 1:12.35 for Meeks. 1:12.13 for Krantz, and then a 1:12.13 for Biddy. But I think I'm going to make this a little bit easier on me here. As we're going to go, let's see here. Oh man, it doesn't give me really anything here. There we go. Don't mind me, everybody. I'm kind of establishing some information for you guys out there with their fast laps that they have ran tonight. Taylor Toller is fast lap, of course. The speed that you see at 124 miles an hour is actually an average speed. Yeah. Toller is being the alien on the track right now. He is an amazing road course driver. You know, you do see guys able to almost match his pace, but it's just outside of their realm. But when it comes to actual race pace, that's where it really counts. You know, you actually see some of these guys when you go and look at the race 3. Oh, Meeks is in trouble. Krantz goes wide, tries to maybe dodge trouble, or he tries to get a bigger run on him. It does not work. And here's a kind of a list of the weather that we have going on. It's partly cloudy outside, so very interesting to see how all those stats kind of stack up. Got about 3 laps to stage here. Let's take a kind of poll. Who likes the new look of what I have brought to the table for the network? Who likes the new 2025 tower and information I can deliver to the stream? Kind of see how much you guys like it, or if I should go back to the old way. Very spread out. Oh, Krantz in trouble. There's Biddy on the inside. Maybe he tries it. Biddy should have tried for it there. Doesn't make it stick. And look at this. Doug Ward is in. Looks like he might have caught Keller. To kind of scroll back deeper, Brandon Perry's kind of in trouble. He's outside of that, just inside the top 15. Not really his night, and that happened after the spin that he had earlier on. You see a few drivers here with the penalties. Tonight's penalties, if you had a penalty tonight, it hurt. And some drivers are able to battle back. Others, not so much. How well you can bounce back after an incident or anything is beyond me. Oh my. Something happened with Brandon Perry again. And also JR Schomburg. There comes out the yellow as that is stage. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Brandon Perry as this deal just lit up on me. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. See Perry right there. As he goes around again, trying to give it some throttle. He gives it a little bit of a whip. It's already superheated his tires. We also seen it on the just before the yellow flag flew. Something happened with JR Schomburg. Now Schomburg comes around. Okay, there we go. So, oh my! So Schomburg overgoosed it. That is what we're talking about. Everything is going to matter here tonight. You cannot be complacent on anything. You have to. There is no way to avoid it. I mean, you got to really dig in deep as we are. What just happened here? I'm experiencing some technical difficulties here. I'm going to be right back after a brief commercial break from the ALS Association.
Cold fire, left by the sun at the dawn. Know that I had a demon for lunch. taken from me. As days go on, we carry on. Remember to stay strong. Just listen to.
All right, we are back here, and I did get everything kind of squared away here. Is Jesse Urban, Taylor Toller lined up, Thomas Meeks right behind with Harry Kronz. Game on as we are set to start here, and look at this, Jesse Urban gets a big jump. Jesse Urban has the restart to dream of here. Taylor Toller, look at this, Harry Kronz takes it really wide here as drivers are shuffling through that turn one. Looks like they all made it 3 wide around a few people here. Urban has got Toller right at the back door. Toller goes for the inside line. Into the bus stop. Regains the position. And check this out, Urban struggles a little bit through the bus stop as his car looks a little unsettled. We're seeing the top 5 shape up pretty good. Toller, Erdman, Meeks, Kronz, Biddy, our top 5. Burton, Bednar, Scoville's up into the top 10. Madden into the top 10. Doug Ward, Emilio Romero making a showing here as he was gets around J.R. Schauber. Now Schauber's got to work around Brandon Perry. Perry, of course, is a lap down. Kind of trouble for him. Dakota Collins still in the pit. Gabriel Garcia goes to the pit. And Jack Scoville's getting worked around here as J.R. Schauber takes that position. Brandon Perry is looking to maybe get around Scoville, but Taylor Toller, Jesse Urban, Thomas Meeks starting to get pull out in front here. Biddy in trouble. And stage number 3, people, stage number 3 is all I'm going to say. The winner of tonight's race will advance to, oh, Biddy has to go through, missed a break point. This is not the time to do that. Romero gets around him and into the top 10. Along with J.R. Schauber, so guys that were having trouble early on in tonight's race find themselves racing this one out in the end. Scoville's right behind Schauber now, and Schauber has been spun a couple times. Very interesting to see how this one pans out as the front 5 actually all spread out here. But back here, this is where the party's at. Emilio Romero's trying for the move on Ward. Not going to get there. Ward making the move on Madden. Madden finds himself maybe losing that position. That's going to open the door for Romero. Romero's going to try and get through. Ben Madden is... There he is. There's Ben Madden. Oh my, Romero's having trouble. Romero is having connection issues, just saying. Fix your router or whatever. I don't care. Nobody likes a blinker. As Erdman makes Kronz all right there. Burton is trying to catch him. He has had success on road courses before. Can he have success again? Maybe. Landon Bednar's is Doug Ward looking to shut that one down. We have 17 laps to go here tonight, as these drivers are racing for everything tonight. As we are going to go all the way to lap 50, people. Lap 50 is the checkered flag. That's the distance. And can they get there? Absolutely. Are they going to have some fun? Possibly. Paul Shaw sees Cody Keller. Keller makes the undercut and gets underneath him. Shaw loses the position to Keller. As it looks like Biddy is basically going a lap down. Brandon Perry is a lap down and just trying to get that lap back somehow. It's very difficult on a road course. I will tell you that right now. It's kind of like trying to work through rush hour traffic and get to a destination in 30 minutes here in Minneapolis. It really is not that fun, but it can be if you just work at it. Now, with this amount of laps to go, what's the game plan? These guys might have to take another pit. Urban did show his getting scored as leading 2 laps, as he did make the beat it Toller on the pit stop. But you got these guys here back here, Thomas Meeks, Harry Kranz, are waiting for the opportunity, maybe when somebody makes a mistake. If you go too fast, you burn up your front tires. It's no joke. You will burn them up. And that's what some guys out here will bank on. They will bank on you burning your stuff up. Experienced drivers are really good at watching for that, and a few of these guys have plenty of experience to watch for that, to know when that happens. On the other note, you do have to watch fuel. What's the best strategy to watch fuel? You can do a number of different things. You could maybe hold the clutch in a little bit longer on a turn to save some fuel and make sure you make it, or you could not try to burn up your stuff. Kranz, of course, right beside Miggs. On the exit, does he have the run? Kranz does have the run on the exit. Does he have what it takes to make the turn? Kranz has been, all night, he's been a liar. Miggs takes it wide too. And Miggs closes the door. What a move, just defend. There might be some karma on the track for a few drivers. It depends on what incident are you talking about? Did you see? Oh my, Scoville. Something just happened with Scoville. That's going to allow Keller to make the move and get around. Let's go by. Oh my, and something just happened with Burn too. Burn into the wall. Burn heavy into the wall. This is not. No, you don't want. That is not how you want your night to end. Don't go backwards on the track, Burn. It looks like he's just trying to get into a safe spot here. Oh my. Burn trouble. Blown motor. Burn has blown that motor. You see the smoke fumes coming from his machine. Engine trouble out of the number 92 machine. That will end his run here at Watkins Glen. What can I tell you? You cannot do that here with these guys. Oh my. Purple Parallelberry, yeah, you kind of called that one. Toller, Erdmann, Krantz, Miggs, Bednarz, and Ward all battling for the top 5 now. Bednarz cannot back off that hammer. Doug Ward is coming off of a great race in Grand Prix Series, and he is looking for something here. Can he get it tonight? As I can't remember exactly where Ward finished at, but he had a great, I believe he had a pretty decent night in Grand Prix Series. As most people will tell you, that's kind of where the fun is with this league. They really pride themselves on the Grand Prix side of things, as opposed to the Cup side, even though Cup side is really taken off a little bit. Jesse Erdmann's got to find a new gear to catch up to Toller. Toller's running 109s at his best now. Jesse Erdmann has best 111s. So they got to find a new gear. He's got to find something new out of that Shimano machine. Meanwhile, I missed it. No way. Kranz made a pass on. I missed something here. No, I don't want to see that stuff there. Here it is. Here's the pass from Kranz to get around Thomas Meeks. Let's take a look. Kranz got there. That's where Bird hit the wall. That's where he made the contact. Bird had contact with Thomas Meeks. Oh my. All right, so that kind of settles the debate on what happened there. Toller, Erdman, Krantz, Meeks. There's Meeks getting around Schomburg. Schomburg has got to give that one up as he does have blue flags right now. Doug Ward, it looks like he is getting scored in front of. I missed that pass too. Well, in the meantime, dang it. Let's go take a look at this one. This is the pass from Ward on Landon Bednarz. Just had a great run on the front stretch. Bednarz had no answer for it. As it looked like Ward actually took that one like a champ. There we go. Toller still leading with 11 to go here. And Jesse Erdman with Harry Krantz now being scored third. As Krantz even made it around, Krantz did make it around Meeks with that contact from Burt. Then, of course, you have Doug Ward sitting in top 5. What do you do at this point? You stay on it. You don't back down. It could be a great week for Wildberry, actually, there, Marty. Glad to see you in the chat. As these drivers are still trying to navigate this course. A few drivers getting into the pit, getting in and out of the pit, I should say. Gabriel Garcia is in the pits for extended period of time. Along with Dakota Collins. We got 10 laps to go. Stay tuned for this brief message from the ALS Association. If you know anybody struggling with ALS, you'll know what a horrific disease it is. This race is for them. And also to aid in the fight to fight ALS. Pass a donation to the ALS Association and support a great cause as we're out to eradicate ALS, commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. So stay tuned after this brief commercial break from the ALS Association. All right, a special little song for all those ALS or people fighting it. Fight Like the Devil by OnLap on my Spotify. If anybody's wondering what kind of music I play, it should show up at the end when the video actually processes. Oh my, Burton definitely in the chat, not happy about that one. As driver Travis Burton is in the chat, everybody. you want to say you tried hard or something, give him some motivational speech, that'd be great. Jesse Erdman, of course, in the break was gaining on Taylor Toller. Toller is slowing down a little bit on pace-wise. Erdman, of course, putting up some decent laps, and they are very close on lap times now. As Jesse Erdman, late to the show, starts bringing the pace, and that is why he is he's a road man. He's a road racing genius sometimes. He sleeps on the track, I swear. He's got a pillow out sitting behind his head, and he's sleeping the entire time. And when it comes to the final, like, 10 laps, he's like, oh, I better drive. Maybe he's driving with a knee out or something. Harry Kronz defending against Thomas Meeks, of course, and Doug Ward is still in no man's land. Same with Landon Bednar's battling against Emilio Romero. And of course, Cody Keller was trying to work around J.R. Schomburg, but Schomburg doesn't have to give the position. There it is. Schomburg missing a brake zone, it looked like. Goes deep into that turn. It looks like he missed a turn, missed a brake zone. You cannot do that. You can't park there, sir. Oh, that is rough there, Bert. I don't know. I can tell you how, I've been there. I know the feeling. It happened to PGRX at Road Atlanta, actually, except for that was slightly more severe. It'll have to go under review at the end of the night, of course. But Toller, Erdman, Kronz, and Meeks all right there. They are, Meeks and Kronz are battling this one out to the bitter end. And you also have Doug Ward battling this one out as well. So this is being an interesting top 5 here, as Doug Ward, of course, really trying to put up some laps here. He's currently in 5th place. Really trying to put up some numbers here. And can he do it? Yeah, he can, but he's going to have to establish more of a pace to catch up to Meeks. There's about a 12-second separation there. Between these two and the lead, though, there is only a 0.66 separation, and they are not holding back. We look at Kronz. Kronz is right there. Kronz gets around Meeks. I missed a pass. Or did I? I don't think I missed a pass. There's Meeks. Did I miss a pass? I don't think I missed a pass. No, I did not. So Kronz and Meeks are battling this out for the 3rd spot. The bottom seat of the podium's up for grabs. The front seat is up for grabs. So the battle to the finish is on with 4 to go. Clock is ticking, dude. Nobody pays full price for late pizza. Bring out a pizza delivery boy here. That's what I'm asking for. Daddy needs some pizza, I tell you. If my loving wife is listening and watching, please bring me a pizza. I would greatly appreciate it. Emilio Romero taking it really wide. It's been a common line here on turn number 1. We haven't got a clue why, just know it is. As drivers might be missing a brake point in turn number 1 to help them get rotated, but you know what? Driving deep. Nobody cares. Taylor Toller now trying to pull away. 1.6 the gap. Jesse Erdman might have fallen short on this one. Kronz and Thomas Meeks still battling it out for the bottom seat of the podium with a 1.3 separation. Doug Ward and Emilio Romero, plenty of separation there. Landon Bednar's plenty of separation there. You know, a lot of these drivers now, you're starting to see the separation from a lot of drivers here. Brandon Perry, not the showing like top, he's in the top 15, but he's back in 12th place. He's on the bottom row of the final 8 here. Michael James, of course, didn't bring much of anything here as well. We have 3 laps to go and quite a few drivers in the pit. Scoville, Gabriel Garcia, and Dakota Collins. Of course, Jack Scoville in the pits for an extended period of time. Not a good sight out of that monster machine. Of course, drivers that are in the top 4 here tonight are gonna, of the playoff drivers, are gonna have success and find themselves in a good position going into the fight for the round of 4. Next week, it is gonna be, yeah, Purple Polar Bear. I kind of looked through my SDK and I realized that. Thanks for the update, though. I appreciate it. The people in the chat, I'm glad you guys are all on board with this one. This is a great race to be watching. This is the fight for ALS race here at PGR. You're going to want to pay attention in the near future as hopefully Grand Prix Series next Tuesday night I'll be live. I'm not sure about Sunday night as Sunday is secured for Blackout Racing League, but they haven't been bringing much of a field lately as of the last couple weeks. Believe me, the admins are looking into it. But currently, nothing planned for the Blackout Racing League on Sunday night. And tomorrow night, as these guys run a GTP league going forward to start it off. Very fun stuff there. The GTP cars are going to travel to a great schedule, starting off at Dakota Road Course. You know what? I honestly can't wait. As the white flag flies there for Taylor Toller. 1 lap to go, 1 lap to catch him. Erdman's got to find a pace on this lap and get the pass done. It's now or never for some of these drivers. Thomas, but the top 5 go as follows: Toller, Erdman, Krantz, Meeks, and Ward. If it was the end right now, it'd be all game over for these drivers. As a few drivers making a statement, you know, Harry Krantz, last week eliminated on the round of 8, makes a statement here tonight on the podium if he can get there. Doug Ward, eliminated last week also into the round for the round of 8. He's making a statement being in the top 5. So man, what a night out of these guys. As we've seen 4 wide off the get-go into T1, and these guys continue to battle here at Watkins Glen for the final spots. Kind of going back here, looking here. There's Cody Keller. He's just in no man's land. He's got Nick Biddy trying to catch him, and it's not happening. Paul Shaw, the final man on the top 10. Taylor Toller completes it, and he wins here at Watkins Glen. Jesse Erdman, P2, Harry Krantz, P3. Then we got Thomas Meeks coming across and Doug Ward on his final lap. Our top 5 here tonight. Billy Romero getting top into the 6th place with Landon Bednarz in 7th. Keller, Biddy, Shaw, Perry, Schomber, and Michael James all finishing it up. The rest of the guys did not go up there, but we'll put up the race results very shortly once they appear for me. Anyway, as we get ready for the top 5 interviews, as these drivers are going to drive to the front stretch for this one. As man, what a great night for, yeah, what a great night for Wildberry with 2 drivers on top 5. Prime Grid Racing also had a great, 3 drivers in the top 5 for Wildberry, with Taylor Toller securing the race win. Gonna light him up in the front stretch here. He's gonna give us a smoke show in that number 17. And he is going to the big show at Vegas, securing his seat for the championship run. But let's hear from Doug Ward first, as I'm gonna get everything kind of set up here. We're gonna hear from Doug Ward on the top 5 finish here tonight. Doug.
Hey.
What a night. You got top 5, man, especially after such a challenging restarts. How is this one for you?
Oh, it's great. It's honestly great. You know, a team win with Toller being in first. Harry gets on the podium. I get my top 5 of the season. I always get 1. It's kind of a perfect race. I can't lie. It feels great.
Yeah, we've seen the restarts, being so chaotic. What was the trick to just getting through the restarts on here tonight?
I just being practiced and being ready. We did a little bit of practice, Harry and I and Gabriel beforehand, and it really paid off. And just a little bit of advice from Toller too. Just perfect mixture.
You guys definitely gave us a show here tonight. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody out there who might be watching, cheer you guys on?
Like to shout out, of course, our sponsors,
ALS Association,
and my own personal sponsor, the Trevor Project. And all the fans watching at home, you of course for putting on incredible broadcasts, and Brandon Perry for putting on an excellent league.
All right, thank you for that, Doug. I'm gonna get you down to the guys. Great job here tonight. I'm gonna probably talk to you guys later after the race.
Yeah,
thank you. That's Doug Ward. And now let's hear from driver in the 4th place position, driver of that Wheels America Toyota Chevrolet Camaro. Let's hear from Thomas Meeks. Thomas. Oh, Thomas?
Hello.
Man, what a race. But, all the stuff here, we got to ask, seen it in the chat from Burton. Walk us through the bus stop situation, because the fans would probably like to know what truly happened on that one.
I don't care what he's saying. I had the racing line. I was over the rumble strips right there coming out of it, and he tried to go on the outside. And obviously, if you're trying to pinch me coming out of it, I mean, where else am I going to go? So we bumped doors, and he turned. So I don't really care what he has to say. He can bring it to me if he wants to talk. But yeah, I had the optimum racing line there. So he's racing, me and the track. And he's just getting ahead of himself, I believe. I mean, if I was on the outside going to the bus turn, out of the bus stop, going to the carousel, I probably would have lifted if it was me.
It's definitely a good race for you, though. Especially on the restarts, restarts being so chaotic. I mean, what was the game plan on that? Was it just sit back and hold your own and let it spread out a little bit? Or is it more, hey, I'm going to try and take this position?
I feel comfortable on restarts going into one on a restart, especially being able to drive it in deeper than most. And then just kind of seeing, where it plays out there at the end. I know Burton got spun around or something. But we were able just to sneak on by on the inside, and that was all part of the plan. To just kind of, dive it in deep, but then let's see where it is, let it roll. And, it worked out for us. We got up to 3rd, had one little missed, corner up there coming, I think, out of the S's, and Kronz pounced on it, and then I ran him back down, and just there at the end, he did a good job of holding me off.
All right, man. Well, you did it. You got top 5 here tonight. Any shout outs you got to do for any fans or our sponsors here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to you running the broadcast. Also, shout out to Brandon Perry running the league. Of course, our Wheels America racing team that's on this 55. Wheels America, Wise Out Wash, San Antonio Karting Complex, Flem Dogs Auto Repair, Oasis Sim Racing. Can't thank all of them enough. And then my dad that was watching the race.
How about ALS Association?
ALS as well. I forgot about it. I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely. Hopefully we can get some donations fed their way towards, I think there's a charity fund, right, that we're doing?
I believe it is ALS Association. If you go to ALS Association, look them up on Google, and it'll bring you right to it.
Perfect. Yeah, hopefully we can get some people to donate. Good for a good cause, and hopefully we put on a good show.
All right, man. Well, congrats on getting top 5 here tonight, and great job here
Thank
tonight at Watkins. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
So Thomas Meigs brings home 4th place. Now let's talk to our podium. Driver of that DeWalt number 20 Toyota Camry, Harry Krantz, getting on the podium here tonight and setting a statement. Let's hear from him. Harry.
Yeah, what's going on?
What a drive. You made a statement tonight saying you might be out of the round of 8, but you came to play. How is this one for you?
Dude, super good. I had a little bit of trouble getting by Meeks until he ended up taking himself out in the bus stop at the end. But, yeah, really good race. I wish I was able to contribute that into the playoffs. I think I got 3rd place stage, 4th place stage, and then finished 3rd. So the points are good, but I'm just going for the money. A lot of money on the line, so let's see what I can do.
All right,
But,
man.
yeah,
Well,
super good race.
you did it, and you got on the podium. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheering you on in that number 20?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents and my girlfriend for always being my biggest fans and tuning in. I'd also like to give a shout out to Wildberry Motorsports for all making it into the top 5 tonight. Let's go. And I'd like to shout out PGR and you for always putting on a good show.
Oh, and the ALS Association, maybe?
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Yeah, thank you to the ALS Association.
All right. Thank you for that, Harry. Congrats, man, on the podium here tonight. And, man, too bad you couldn't do that one sooner.
Yeah, right? It's not my fault. This is how deep the road course is in the playoffs, but...
All right, man. Good luck in the next race.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Harry Krantz, everybody, driver that number 20. Now let's talk to driver of that Shimano number 45 Toyota Camry, Jesse Urban, bringing us a show at the front at the end. Jesse!
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a night for you. You get on the podium, 2nd step behind Taylor Toller, but, at the end, the pace looked fast at the end. It looked like you're giving Toller a run. What was going on with the machine? Was it actually performing a little bit better on the longer run as opposed to the short sprint?
Yeah, I think that was the case. Taylor would kind of take off on me, and I started catching him there at the end, and I had a little slip up when I was kind of pushing, seeing I was catching him, and then I had a little slip up, and that kind of threw me for a loop, and I couldn't ever really recover after that. But it was a good race. Taylor had a lot of pace. I don't know if I ever would have passed him, but it was a fun race.
Yes, at the end, I mean, do you feel like if you would have maybe had another 5 to 10 laps, would you have gotten him?
I mean, that it's possible. If I would have stayed in the zone there, like I said, probably 7-8 laps to go, I was kind of catching him, and I had a little slip there, or a close call, and that kind of threw me out of my zone. And I mean, I was kind of catching him there at the very end. I don't know. It might have happened.
All right, man. Well, you did a great job here tonight. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody, fans out there that might be cheering you on in that number 45 or sponsors?
Just like to shout out all the boys that showed up tonight. It's fun racing all these NASCAR guys on a road track. Shout out to Brandon Perry, and then shout out to anybody out there watching right now, and yourself for putting on a good stream. Hopefully all you guys come back to watch. Also the ALS Association. And the ALS Association, sorry.
If you forget that one, man, you're in trouble. I know somebody down there is gonna get he'll come unglued on you like a spider monkey.
Yeah, a couple of them, I think, actually.
All right, man. Well, great job here tonight, and congrats on a P2 finish.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And now let's go talk to the man of the hour, racing in the Freedom number 17 Chevrolet Camaro, Taylor Toller. Let's hear from him next. If I can find him, there he is. Hey, great news, everybody. I found him, but except for I'm going to have to work him on up to the chat here. There we go. Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Man, it is tea time here tonight at Watkins Glen. How do you feel about this one?
Oh man, dude, this is awesome. The car felt great all night long, and I just had so much pace in it. And man, it's just I don't even know how to describe it, man. Coming into the season, never would have thought that I would run inside. Like I told you earlier, if I run inside the top 10, I would be happy. And I was like, if we go to a road course, I would be happy to maybe make it inside the top 5. But winning, that's crazy. Like, I mean, that's 3 this season, baby. That's 3. Let's go. Oh my gosh. We're racing for a championship, Smith. We're going to Vegas.
Yes, you are. But I do got to ask, at the final stage, you've seen Erdman coming up and picking up the pace. What was going through your head on that? Was it just, at that point, does it keep your head down, or is it just try to keep your pace, or is it, hey, how do I get more pace out of the car?
So first stage was just kind of filling the car out. I mean, obviously I'd been practicing and stuff, and I kind of got like a little long run in, and stage 1 was kind of like, okay, I think I can go faster now. And going into stage 2, I don't know what Burton was doing there on the start of the restart, what that was, but in my mind I felt like he was trying to dump me, and it kind of ticked me off a little bit. But he may not, but anyway, it just got me to drive angry. So I drove angry that whole stage, and put out 11 seconds on the field, and then I was like, okay, you need to dial it back before you wreck and tear it all to pieces. So in that last stage, I knew if I got out, I knew as soon as Urban jumped out in front of me, I was like, okay, I need to pass him as quick back as possible. And then just kind of build up a gap to about a second, and then just keep it and just run consistent lap times. And I did have one close call, but it wasn't nothing I couldn't handle. And just trying to manage the car, manage the tires, and just manage the track, man. That's all it is. And just trying to run consistent lap times. Pick a lap time. I always put my telemetry on for the last lap, and I try to run. If I ran like a 111 or a 110.9 or a 110.8 or somewhere in between there and a 111 flat, I just try to keep it in the green or right there at a 0 flat, and just kind of just tick off those laps there in that consistent pace. So that's kind of the gist of what was going through my head the last couple laps, or I say the last stage.
Yes, I mean, it looked like you had it dialed in here tonight. Well, I'm going to get you out of here. Any shout-outs you have to do for any fans out there who might be cheering you on in the number 17 or sponsors?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Remember, it's ALS tonight.
Yeah, I did. That's actually, I had it right here. The first one of the things is ALS for sponsoring the event. So that way, we already know right up in front. Second of all, I want to thank the boys from Wildberry. You guys are awesome. Doug's a rock star. Harry's a rock star. I mean, dude, Harry and Doug have just been animals this season, and especially Harry, man. Like, he hasn't even been on the service barely a year, and he's just out here kicking butt and taking names, and he's really, really doing well. And see a bright future with him, even in sports car racing. So. That guy, he's really amping it up. I mean, even Doug, man, like Doug's, he's racing in the top 5 and, even in top 10 and on the oval stuff. And I mean, they've taught me stuff about the car that I didn't even know, and it's helped me become faster. So, huge shout out to them, man. Those guys are awesome. Thank you, to Jordan Probst as well. He wasn't here tonight. He's hanging out with family, but, wished me the best. And, he kind of gave me a baseline set for what to expect, and I just tried to achieve that the best I could. And also thank you to my wife, my grandma who's watching, granted, we got it done again. We got 3 this season. And my mom, my dad, thank you guys for watching so much. You know, and to you, Brandon Smith, your wife, thank you guys for all you do behind the scenes, and even with Blackout Motorsports Racing Network. Brandon Perry with the league, you know, PGR, and everybody else that is involved, admins, everybody behind the scenes, and all the competitors, man. Those guys are what gets it done every single week. Without them, we wouldn't have a league. You know, and look forward to. I think we go to Dover next week, so looking forward to Dover, and then on to Las Vegas to finally just get jiggy with it and get it on in Vegas, man. Hopefully, luck's in our favor.
All right, man. Well, congrats here tonight as you get it done in style at Watkins Glen. Congrats, man. Well deserved. Go down, pop the bottle, and enjoy your night.
Sounds good, Smith. I'll see you later, buddy.
Thank you. So Taylor Toller down there, he's popping champagne already. For everybody in the chat, thank you for coming on board and watching this tonight's stream. This is for the ALS Association. If you have anyone out there struggling with this horrific disease, pass a donation on to the ALS Association. It does go towards help fund for research, helping families in need, whatever they need. It does not hurt to pass that donation on to them. Also, shout out to my wife, Jenna, if she happens to be watching. Can't wait to spend time with you later on. Also, shout out to PGR for bringing me on for the rest of the season and into next season when we kick off season 10. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm out of here for the night, and have a good night. Peace.
Siamese, I know your name. Do not from me, 'cause I see